made a mistake.
No, I made more than one mistake, man. And everybody just hates me here. Do you know how many people are after me over here in Los Angeles?
I know.
It doesn't mean no, you don't know. You know what the word doxed is? D-O-X-X-E-D,
No, what is
dude.
that?
Doxed. Have you ever had people stand up at your parents' house because you're over here in Los Angeles doing everything, dude? That's the guy I am, dude. There's so many people at LAPD hate us, dude.
One day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew. Man, you do something about it, because you can.
We get this story from KTLA 5 News, Los Angeles. The likely cause of death of a 29-year-old agent with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection who was awaiting trial on resisting arrest charges and who was involved in a high-profile arrest of a 20-year-old American citizen earlier this year has been disclosed, his death. Last week, his attorney informed a Long Beach Superior Court judge that Hodgson died of an overdose at his parents' home in Riverside County in August, the Long Beach Post reported. That was the first public disclosure of how he died after a series of seemingly chaotic weeks on and off the job. On July 7th, Hodgson, the LA County District Attorney's Office alleged, was drunk at the Yard House restaurant on Long Beach's waterfront, where a woman saw him in the women's restroom, his gun and ammunition clip visible. He quickly put the weapon in his waistband, allegedly brushed the woman aside, and called her sweetie while asking her on a date, says the Post. A security guard called 911 after Hodgson was told to leave the restaurant and was then seen pacing around the parking lot, his gun and holster in hand. Security footage captured the off-duty federal agent stashing his firearm behind a palm tree as officers with the Long Beach Police Department were responding with lights and sirens.
The Long Beach police say that's Hodgson there in the white hat, white shirt. He had pulled out a gun, according to law enforcement, inside the women's restroom at a Yard House restaurant. This is a video from the parking lot when he encountered a security guard who later called 911. This is Hodgson, according to police, putting the gun down by a tree before he is encountered by officers. Now, this is a security camera from the Long Beach Police Department. Next, you'll see body camera video of when they tried to get Hodgson to surrender.
Sidewalk. Don't reach for anything. Get on the ground. Sir, get on the ground.
No, dude, are you guys stupid?
Get on the ground. I'm peeking. I'm peeking. All right, well, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now, dude. I'm going to tase him. I'm going to tase him.
You fight, go see you. Get on the ground. Dude, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Stop resisting.
Get on the ground. I got him.
That's obviously the lengthy struggle that occurred between Hodgson and the Long Beach Police Department. Now, during that struggle, you heard him say, "I'm BP, I'm BP." We believe that to mean Border Patrol. Later, when he would be in a patrol car, he began asking for a Border Patrol commander called Greg Bavino. Obviously, they didn't do that at the time, but they did start to go through the gun that they found on him, later found at the tree, which you see right here. When they're talking about the gun, they say it has DHS in front of the serial number, and then officers on scene quickly learn that he's a Customs and Border Protection agent.
Now, after his release, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office charged him with 3 felony counts of resisting arrest, 1 felony count of battery on an officer, and 3 misdemeanor gun charges. The 29-year-old faced up to 7 years in prison if convicted. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has yet to release an autopsy report that may provide additional details about his death. And although I think it's sad and tragic when anyone dies, I'm not going to shed a tear for this guy. I'm not. Because he's another one of those guys that says, well, I have a badge. I can do what I want. I'm Federal Border and Customs Patrol. I'm a federal agent. Hello. Oh, let me hide my gun and tell the cops I don't have a gun. Where? It's over here behind the tree. Look. You know what I mean? So, and then he's like, well, they're doxing me. If you wouldn't act like an ass, you wouldn't get doxed. You see what I'm saying? One of the reasons that these federal agents and any law enforcement gets doxxed is because you're acting like an ass. You're out there violating people's civil rights, bullying people because you have a badge, and committing assaults and batteries on people. And it's somehow justified because it's in the performance of his duties. Really? So your duties are to go out and bully people, to go out and commit a battery on someone and I'm not talking about people that are, forcefully resisting law enforcement or obstructing them, or I'm talking about when cops just lose it and commit battery under penal code, and then it's justified. Where if you or I did the same thing, well, you don't have a badge. You're not allowed to do that. So you're under arrest. Well, this guy apparently was facing all these felony charges. I guess he was under arrest too, right? Until he took his life, allegedly through an overdose. Or maybe he didn't take his life. Maybe he just overdosed. Either way, and I hope I'm not hated for saying this, but he won't violate anybody else's civil rights again. It's just, if that's how it has to be. But we here in the United States of America who have a constitution, who have a Bill of Rights, we're tired of those rights being violated and pushed aside by these federal law enforcement officers and local law enforcement officers who think they can do whatever they want because, well, I have a badge and you know what? File a complaint. What are they going to do to me? I'm a cop. Guess what? America's waking up and they're getting tired of it.